Okay, got a couple questions about what I recommend for a home defense shotgun, and I'll just show you what I've got. A little bit over the top for everyday home defense, but I think we're running into some hard times, so rather have a little bit too much than not enough. This isn't really overkill, but I have a Mossberg Maverick 88. Usually have a 5-round magazine tube. They made a couple that have 8 rounds. I had a 5-rounder, saw this cheap at a shop, couldn't resist it. I traded in. Here we go. Took off all the accessories, put them on here, and that's it. Originally I wanted a Mossberg 590, but after really thinking about it, they're expensive, and I'm not sure what the future holds. I don't know what I'm going to have to do with it, but 590 is heavy. It's expensive and heavy. This is a lot lighter. If I put the same stuff on the other one, that's going to be, really, really heavy. So I'm not going to be the only one using this thing. The Maverick 88 is basically a cheap knockoff of the Mossberg 500. Basically, they're the same gun. They just make some of the parts in Mexico to cut cost. And the real difference really only is doesn't really have a rail mount. And the safety, instead of like on the 500 is here, it's got a safety more like a pellet gun or something. No big deal. I always have the safety off anyway. I mean, got rounds in the tube. Well, not at the moment, but usually have rounds in the tube. If I need it, I'll pump it. It's there. Another reason I went with the Mossberg brand is the dual extractors. They you look in there, you can see the extractor there. It looks like a little arm right there. That's what grabs these shells and pull it out. When you fire one, it grabs them, throws them out. You got double the extractors, twice less likely to have a jam. The another thing about the 590, it's got a big heavy barrel. I don't think I'm ever going to have to fire a shotgun enough to have to worry about the barrel melting. If that's the case, I'm gone. Simple as that. So lightweight, cheap, reliable. That's why I chose it. Now, some of the accessories I put on here, like I said, I'm not the only one that may be using this thing. I put a Blackhawk recoil reducing stock on it. It doesn't really reduce as much of the recoil as they say. It helps, yeah. But it kind of more, when it fires, it slides on this little rail here, and it pushes the shotgun more up instead of back into you. It does cut back, but like I said, not as much as they say. I put this side saddle on here. They usually run, $25? I think I got it 15 on eBay. Buy a lot of crap off of eBay. But, got a lot of good deals. That's where I got this sucker. The heat shield, like I said, I don't really need it, but I'm not going to be the only one using it. And it was cheap. It cost me $15, I think, on eBay. And I don't want anybody to burn themselves, Doesn't really add any weight. It's not going to melt. Cheap, why not? I got a let's talk about the swivels here. Originally, I had this Blackhawk Sling. Got that for cheap too, $35. Then got it for $15, $20 eBay. But I had it in the front here, and I remember at the range, I point at the shotgun, I look, and I see that the sling and the swivel were put up right in front of the barrel. Now, I'm not sure what would have happened there. Would I have blown away the swivel? Would it ricochet in my face? I don't know, and I didn't want to find out. So I just took it off right away. And then I put the barrel clamp. Figure put the sling way back here, far away from there. Plus that, if it's on your shoulder, you know, it fits a lot better on the shoulder like that. The sling. Here's the Blackhawk sling. As you can see, you load it up. I don't like that. That's why what I wanted to show you. It clams up. Stays like that. Sucks. Now, let me show you that I'm not exaggerating here. And on this sucker. You can see with the weight of the shotgun, which I'm not messing around with there, it's still all clammed up. So what I do, take every fourth shell out, and there, it's not so bad. Put a sling on these, on any shotgun or any gun really. Make sure you put the rounds towards the back, otherwise when you point it, the weight's all shaking the shit around. You don't really get a good shot. You know, if you really need to shoot something, make sure you're going to hit what you're aiming at. Or make sure you can actually aim at it, not the gun shaking back and forth. You know. Another thing, since I may not be the only one using this thing, this is not what I go to the range with. I usually just get Royal Buck or whatever they got a good deal on. Case deal on. But I've got quite a bit of this stuff put aside. Let's see, law enforcement recoil reducing rounds. I don't use them, but who knows? You know, some of my family members are women. They're kind of petite. If they do have to use this thing, well, I want to make it as easy on them as possible. So I figure this would help, and this would help. Every little bit helps. You know, why not? Lives may depend on it. Now, when I'm out in the middle of nowhere, I do have a vest set up for this thing. Thought I'd show you that. It'd be this guy. Like I said, out in the middle of nowhere, hell, it's kind of fun to put this on. Go out there and shoot cans and shit. I know people are going to ask. This is an Infinity Tactical Vest. Bought it on eBay. Guy guess he didn't know what it was or something. He put it in airsoft or something, but it had, you know, loops for shotgun shells in it. You know, I saw that. I figured, hell, I know what it was. I took it. Put a couple magazine pouches. Put a knife in there, multi-tool. But these guys have pockets. Holds 14 rounds in each pocket. 14 loops. And then I just attached these little 5 loops on the outside for an extra 15. And it's got 2 of these pockets here. Just throw a whole bunch of shells in there, I guess. It's got one on each side. Threw a belt that was just laying around. Threw that on there. And like I said, I just put this on. It's kind of fun to go out there and shoot shit. Got 1911. That's what the magazine is too. And I always go with just a plastic canteen. I mean, I'm not the guy that puts the water bladder. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. What if somebody out there just slugs me in the face? I fall, you know, wild boar or something. You know, I don't know. Just say I fall really hard on my back and I've got a camel pack. Well, I don't have a camel pack anymore. The damn thing's ruptured. You know, I fall on the plastic canteen. I've got a bruised ass. I still got the canteen. Walk funny for a day or two. I'm just fine after that. Alright, one more thing about shotguns In my opinion, it's the ultimate close quarters combat weapon. All right, close quarters. That don't mean 200 yards away. All right, I see guys put in scopes, laser lights, even bayonets. I mean, I don't know about the bayonet, man. It's kind of heavy to swing around, I mean, shotguns aren't really light. Those are the ones you put on pistols or something. I can understand that. That makes sense to me. But I don't know. It's they've got some heft to them. It's a bit of a waste, in my opinion. The foregrip, okay, maybe. I'm not a fan of them, but okay. And tactical lights, I don't know about that. I mean, if you turn a bright light on at night, you're going to give away your position. All right? Like on Predator, Predator couldn't see the team until he saw the lights, Target the lights, took them out. That's basically the concept. So, turn on this bright light, give away your position, they see your guns, your gear, they see everything you got on. And, you don't want to turn your light on unless you know they're not armed. And then, well, if you know they're not armed, well, what the hell do you need a tactical shotgun out there for? Right? It's a waste. You can have a rifled barrel, put slugs in it, put a scope, put a laser light, put a bipod on the damn thing. It doesn't really matter. Thing is, if a guy has an old, say he has a old Mosin a gun, right? Slow rifle. Well, even with the iron sights, there's no competition. You get into it with some guy like that, with a weapon like that against a shotgun, well, 5 minutes later, he's got a new shotgun. Come on, guys. Use your heads.